Hello, welcome. Time to click the start button. I have a pinned message in chat for that, and I got my replay right here. I'm gonna share to Twitter, and then we'll start the day. My dad is currently coming down the stairs. Hello, Dad.
Hello.
Hello.
This slow.
Did Mom just honk?
Yep. Should I lock the door and not let her in?
No, it's fine. So if you remember what happened last time...
Are we still not live?
No, we are.
Oh, but what about it? Oh.
This is my chat replay.
Whoa!
Yeah, do you not remember?
I do remember.
That...
I didn't know that it is still pixelated. Do we need to restart it?
No, it's fine. Alright, yeah, you just basically start there. So let's start playing.
But she was so nice.
Yes, Sayori was nice.
Do I go load game?
No, you just click start.
Where to start?
That.
That does not look like start.
That's start.
I don't understand any of that.
That was me.
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air, like she's totally oblivious to any intention she may draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up.
Remember my Sayori
But
would
if she's
oversleep?
going to chase after me like this, I always feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori, or blah blah blah, catch up to me. How should I say it? Oh dear. It's an ordinary school day like any other.
It's happening!
Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Hey there, hon! Okay. Can I go help quick?
Yeah, you can.
Alright, I'll be right back. Hey, nice hair doing what?
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Live help for your mom.
Yeah, live help for Chrissy Greenwood. My watch came, by the way.
Cool.
I will entertain the people. Hello. My dad's coming. We just experienced the first little bit of weird Doki. Yeah. I've played the game. I know everything that's gonna happen. Just checking to make sure nothing else has showed up yet. Anyway. But this boy, that Jason right there, is experiencing it all for the first time. Wave hi to the people.
Hi, people.
There he is.
He helped me bring in groceries.
What a simp.
No, it's nice.
Me calling my dad a simp because he helped his wife bring in the groceries.
Hey, you should have helped too.
What? That was just like 3 bags!
Alright, here we go. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that.
Sayori's no longer in the game.
But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Anymore.
There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway.
All the weeps! Weeps!
The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to go with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Jason? Monika?
Remember? Because Sayori was there, but since she's not there anymore.
And now it's Monika. I don't even know Monika, do I?
You do. Do you not remember? Do you not remember that you knew each other last year?
That's right.
In classes, yeah. Oh my goodness! I totally didn't expect to see you here. It has been a while, right?
Yeah, it has. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in the class.
We can
Smart, beautiful, athletic.
We can
basically completely out of my league.
We can regularly check the game files now because they will be dropping stuff in here more now.
Okay. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little
odd.
What did you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I have just been looking for some supplies to use for me club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet.
I won't do this.
You're in the debate club, right?
I won't do the super robot voice. About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the matcha clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity about how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Literature?
Did you see the glitch?
Mm-hmm. I did see the glitch. It's glitchy now. When do you have someone unglitching?
Just keep playing the game.
That sounds like, dull. How many members do you have so far?
0. Just kidding. It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
Yeah, baby. Oh, it's me now, right? Yeah. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's funny, right? Okay. She's always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monika say she?
Even if it wasn't a girl, Monika is still best girl, so... Hey, Jason. By any chances, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if at the very least, visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please.
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika?
Yeah, how could you? Jeez.
Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Awesome. You're really sweet, Jason. You know that.
It's nothing really.
No, it is. Shall we go then? Look for the materials another time. You are more important.
Okay, so
we're live streaming. Just so you know.
Okay, so Caden's watching a movie with his family.
No.
Just kidding.
I knew he couldn't hang out. And then I was talking to Valerie and Kaylee for a bit, and I was like, I'm gonna go home. And they were like, no, it's fine. It's only $5.50. And I was like, oh, okay.
$5.50?
Who are you talking with?
I'm at $4.50.
Who are you talking with?
Kaylee.
Okay.
Oh, cool. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile.
Yep, because Sire didn't tell you about
I
Natsuki's
timidly
cupcakes
follow
this
Monika
time.
across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities.
Oh, yeah.
Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I'm back. And I brought in a guest with me.
That doesn't sound. You don't sound so much like a robot as far as a robot with an
It's
accent.
Swedish robot, baby. Guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Jocelyn.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
So let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right?
What? I wish.
Yeah, I wish, Monika, best girl!
No, I'm not.
Natsuki, I forgot that they're labeled by Girl 1 and Girl 2.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
You recognize Yuri from where, though? Ha ha ha, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, I mean, not always. And this is Yuri, the vice president. Remember, Sayori was the vice president, but this is not Yuri too. That's not taking up any of the things.
What?
That's not picking up any of the vibes.
No, what was back? That she's a first year, yeah?
No, that she's vice president now. You didn't say anything about it, and I thought you were going to.
Oh, that's right. Well, it has to be, because what's her name isn't there.
Exactly! That's why I thought you would have noticed, but you didn't say anything.
Well, I noticed that she's not, so she's probably pissed because she's president, she's vice president, and she's nothing, so she's probably pretty ticked about that.
Nah. It's nice to meet you.
So it's starting over from scratch, but this time without Sayori, huh?
Basically, yeah.
Except it glitches
Basically,
a little bit around her.
Yeah. It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So I ran into Jason in the classroom, and he decided to come check out our club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monika. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new?
I was going to, well, make cupcakes. Yeah.
No, she didn't make cupcakes.
Yeah, I know, she made cupcakes last time.
Yeah, you're right.
Because she had to trick her into making them because she knew someone was going to be there. But since she didn't know this time, haha. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Jason?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika.
So, I know you really didn't plan on coming here. What will make you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't... Oh, that's you.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You can put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
She's a first year though. So
Natsuki reluctantly
more years
agrees.
to do
Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. So she carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. So did Jason, in this case, completely forget about Sayori now at this point?
Yeah, because the game just like reset basically. Like, see, like she's not even in there. Remember, she's not even there anymore.
But at the beginning of this, he was at least talking about her.
Yeah, but
is he not going to talk about her anymore now?
Yeah, because the game.
Sayori completely forgot now, huh?
Yeah, Sayori's completely forgot now.
She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, all your...
I believe you.
All your weird flirting skills.
Tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
All your flirting with Yuri's gone, haha, loser. I'm blood.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Jason, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga.
Manga.
I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying?
Yeah, what a
I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, yes. Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
Yeah, she hates people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological developments usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once.
Yep.
I desperately grasped
That's me
something
talking
I
to
can
women.
relate to at the minimal level.
Guys can relate.
At this rate, you might be full on lying, and then you could relate.
Yeah, come on, dude. Guys can relate to trying to talk to girls. It sucks. It's hard.
No.
At this rate, Yuri might as well
It's hard.
be having a conversation with a rock.
Yeah. I didn't expect that from someone like you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, what's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, Natsuki.
What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why did you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some work. You can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I got an idea. How about this? That's my nuts.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write poems of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I decided to take on that responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, Jason, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Jason?
Hold on there, there's one problem.
And what's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I joined this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and,
Imagine...
I lose my train of thought, staring at three girls. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Now, how can I say no?
Yeah, Monika.
But, oh, that's you.
There's no candy in me. Okay. sorry, I thought.
The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Dawson. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form any official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, which is Monday, we suck, we die, we all hate each other.
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, let's do it. Right? Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.
I've decided then. I'm gonna
One
leave you guys to
by one,
die.
The girls' eyes light up.
You're just like, I've decided. I'm going to leave you guys to crumble on the floor and cry because your club did not gain a 4th member. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Jason? Oh, I thought that was your lips.
Yeah, it could be fun, right?
No. You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed.
We've done nothing!
She's pissed anyway.
You've done nothing with him. You literally sat down, drank tea for 0.5 seconds, and then was like, oh, I'm gonna leave now. Jason, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You were really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to next meeting so we can all share.
Monika looks over at me once more.
Jason, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hee-hee-ha-hee-wah.
Yeah, I can really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills.
Yep.
I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. Yes, of course, that's okay. I'm hungry. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. Tee-hee-hee-ha-hoo-ha.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in our literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Yep. You liked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Click yes. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party interfered with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time.
Whoa.
Oof,
So Sayori.
that is dark. A joke? That's not a joke!
And Sayori's thing isn't there anymore.
Obviously.
We should check the files real quick just in case.
Where do I check?
Right there. Okay, nothing new. Sorry.
Alright, let's see here.
Write a poem!
Puppy.
Puppy! Should you
Doodle.
go to Natsuki this time because you went for Yuri last time?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe you should take. If you, I'm not.
No, that's, I don't know. We'll
I'm
see.
like maybe you should.
Dazzle!
Yeah, just to do different things. Dazzle!
Cheeks!
Cheeks!
Cute!
Cute!
Sparkle!
Sparkle!
Friends?
Friends!
Let's go waterfall!
Waterfall!
Daydream. Oh, man.
Daydream! Wait, Daydream was Yuri?
Yeah, it was.
What? That's illegal.
That's what I said too. Who would go with parfait?
Parfait!
The best food in the whole damn planet.
Thank you, Donkey from Shrek.
Okay.
For that very insightful comment.
Sweet.
Sweet!
Pink.
Pink!
How many more?
Twirl!
Lollipop.
Lollipop! Rainbow!
Candy.
Candy!
Anime. Silly.
Valentine! This is the last one, so.
Jumpy. Hi. Oh. What's that?
That's Sayori's death scene in the background.
Really? That is dark.
Hi again, Jason.
Did that just show up this time, or was it there last time?
I wasn't there last time. Oh, Yuri's in chat now. Oi. Hi. Oi. I say oi back. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha.
How could I run away from you? Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Jason. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Oh, like that glitched face. We had Monika last stream, now we have Yuri. That's sick. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Whoa.
Oh, come on! Like he
nice.
deserves it, he's flat. You already had to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if your plan was just to come in here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room.
How can you read that? She's right in front of it.
I know what the dialogue is.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Jason. Oh, do you see how the room's tilting?
Oh, it is. No, I didn't know that.
You didn't notice until
Well, I
told
thought
you.
I was twisted, maybe. I thought I was leaning a little to the right.
Oh.
Oh, now I'm straight. Okay, you're right. It is tilting.
We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read.
Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait. I didn't mean like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club.
This makes me...
So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you want me to.
Do you have motion sickness yet?
Yes, it's making me lightheaded.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked up a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it'll keep your attention even if you don't usually read, because you're stupid. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Here. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case.
Just to hear the music's higher pitched.
Uh-huh. Did things straighten back out a little bit?
Yeah, it did. It straightened back out.
Huh.
Yeah.
Any other pictures changing?
No.
I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there?
Can I say the swear?
No!
Frickin' Monika!
No, you can't say the F.
She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga?
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway?
I had to bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is!
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Much better! Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably one of the most irritating sights in the world.
I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls?
Best thing on the whole.
No wonder she likes Parfait. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
It's both.
If you're gonna judge, then you can do it through that glass on that door.
She points to the classroom door.
Bish?
Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
With the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Jason. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature cup. Don't judge up. In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking in animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. What is Mo?
That's like feminine and like too girly and stuff.
Don't just stand there.
That's you.
Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet.
Not she doesn't.
She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable?
No, you idiot.
I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close on together like this.
She hates being close to you.
Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I
Like Rapunzel doesn't tangle when he goes to listen.
I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finish the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't.
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Did you not rub it in?
You don't have any manga. That's a shame. Why don't you borrow some from all the friends you have? Haha.
Gee.
There you go. Sorry.
Like, I could never get my friends to read this. Let's just think manga is for kids. You can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch him in the face.
I know those kind of people.
People I work with.
Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
All of it.
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shiz out of me if he found this.
Yeah, you better say shiz.
Yeah, I can't say swear
Or I'll
words.
beat the shiz out of you.
I can't say anything. I wait to safe here in the club room. Kept Monika kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it.
Well, it's not that it solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flipped the page. Okay, how many more dots are there?
Time passes.
Time passes, obviously. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki.
Yeah?
Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me.
Oh, that's it.
Whoa, what's up with Natsuki? That's kind of freaky.
Do you like the music? Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here.
Monika reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper.
I told you not to give...
She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth.
Don't worry, Jason. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I keep a snack in my bag for her. See, now the poster's normal again. Anyway.
Are any of the other posters messed up? No.
Why don't we all share our poems now?
Who should I share? Oh, Monika. Ooh. I should start with Monika.
Monika, baby.
Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort.
Yep. Monika. Hi, Jason. Having a good time so far?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new in everything, excuse me, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Ha 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 ha. Don't worry, Jocelyn. We are all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier we'll have to learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem.
I like it, Jason.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Ha 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 ha. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's kind of in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. Yeah, there you go. But hey, some guys are into petty girls. Petite girls too, you know. Sorry, I'm just trying to look at the bright side. Ha 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 ha.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in a wall. Before, he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my buried eyes can no longer see color. Are there other things in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on a flat sheet of paper? The sound of frantic scrolling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing behind me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. Right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. That's different than the last hole in the wall, remember? Yeah, you can kick off. So, what do you want?
It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been fluctuating my poems a bit.
Influencing? An epiphany?
My epiphany?
An epiphany what?
How hot Isaiah is.
Lightning just struck my brain. What? That must have hurt.
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Who should we share with next? He says.
We'll go with Yuri.
Yuri Schmurry.
Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I'm just going. I just need to put my thoughts into words. It's bad. Hold on. Okay. It's your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask? Does it suck that bad?
Yeah. I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
So it's that bad.
Yes, exactly. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, like it sucks. And having been through that myself, I kind of like to pick up on them. Are you sure you were ever a bad writer? I think the most notable thing that I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form them to fit together. The end result is that they both style and expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Oh, she did say of course, let's go! Of course, that's not something that you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a single poem, or a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone that's in the club gives you valuable feedback, as you can be a little bit biased though. That's you.
Biased? How?
Oh, something else showed up right here. Can you hear me? There's a little devil inside all of us. Between their manufactured
Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality,
that's weird.
is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable tangled mass is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot.
Yeah.
What's the copy? Oh, copyrights. Never mind.
You're copyrighted. That's you.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. Oh, wait. Someone knocked on the door, so I am going to go right. I love to share my thought process behind it. Hello. Want to come sit in the background?
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare
We're at
opportunity
the
for
good
her.
part of the game.
Which itself is kind of funny. After
don't
all,
spoil it.
isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calms breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Yeah, we'll be done.
We can be done. It's up to you.
You get to hear my great voices for each character.
I'm sorry I had such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took a long time to read it.
Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad that you like it. I'll be honest. Since it was our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story's about ghosts at all, Jason, even though the title
Really?
said ghost!
I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their thoughts and feelings and express experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's
I haven't
impressive.
seen anything weird in a bit.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember, it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Yeah, the day's almost over, so once this day ends, we'll just end the stream.
Who should I
So
show
be a
my
shorter one
poem
today.
to next?
The
I have
only
one
one
person.
here.
Natsuki!
She has like a giant lisp. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Huh? Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Huh? Then what's the point of sharing in the first place?
Nothing.
I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. Like reading manga.
Yes, with not
In fact,
Suki.
remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monika said.
Yeah. Well, I would have been more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to be showing me the dumb poem, and I go, well, that's not great, but let me show you what real literature looks like.
Me in English class.
And that's where you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
Not really.
Yeah, I'm very.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You're so... You just don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that I don't. I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Yeah.
It's fine, I guess. Only because Monika will make me if I don't.
Oh, it's this one. No.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can
So
climb,
small.
crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Natsuki can be annoying.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I hate it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff.
Why did I take so long to read that?
So many people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, eagles can fly. That's all. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay.
Jeez.
Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose.
No, it's just because you couldn't think of a thing to rhyme that with.
It helps me bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if
should
Natsuki is
care.
feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
You should care how old everyone is.
Phew!
Yeah, I feel
guess
bad,
that's
Brady,
everyone.
I'm sorry.
I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is
I feel
judging
bad.
me for my mediocre writing abilities. What?
Did you not just hear the music go?
Oh. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to
Yeah,
theirs.
music just freaked
This
out.
is a literature club after all. I sigh. Has anything changed in the room?
Nope.
I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Huh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say that it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's completely about clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant in the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
I mean, you tried that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I didn't really come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. As people did, by the way.
What?
Monika liked it. And Jason did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Jason liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize... By the way, Sayori interfered last time. What do you think's gonna happen this time? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous of it. Jason appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I was wondering, Boo's who's magically grew like this. Jason started showing up.
Natsuki, Natsuki, that's a little.
This is a little
follow. That's Natsuki and Yuri together. Thinking your own insecurities on other people like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Me, look who's talking, you want to be edgy.
Oh! You probably won't let me say it, so...
Bish?
Yeah, don't smack
You're
it.
saying you want to be edgy, Bish?
Edgy? Click. Sorry, my lifestyle's too, much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just think that proves my point. Most people want to get over themselves as they graduate middle school, you know.
If you want to prove anything to stop harassing others with your sickening attitude, you think that you could collaborate your toxic personality just by dressing it actually cute? The only key thing about you is how hard you try.
Well, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you?
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the frick is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. I want Jason to hear everything that you really think. I'm sure I'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly, Yuri turns toward me as if she's just noticed I was standing here.
Jason, she's trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
How did I... What's this?
Who do you choose?
We'll go with Natsuki. Can I choose Natsuki? Can I choose Natsuki?
Have fun.
Monika.
Your facial expression didn't change. I just looked at the review and your facial expression just went from this to this.
I'm surprised. And Monika's there. Monika?
Hey, Jason. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back and say until you're done yelling. Ha 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 ha. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes.
But I never have it in me
But
to
I
put
never
my
have it
foot
in me
down.
to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if it makes sense, if it makes you want to spend less time with others, then that's fine. I'll be happy to spend more time with you instead.
Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away.
Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri?
I didn't mean it.
was like, Rachel, I want to hug you.
I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did.
Jason, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely.
I have defrosted them and peeled them.
That's odd. Why would she bring it
Anyway,
completely?
the meeting is over now. You can go home if you want.
Some of them are still frozen.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika.
You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay here a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done.
What?
Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It sounds like you kind of don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. It's just I didn't get much chance to discuss my book with Jason. It would be kind of embarrassing with you listening. Sigh. I guess I don't really have much of a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate that you understand.
Whoa! That was odd. We're just skipping, huh?
Yeah. So, do you want to do the poem and then save, or do you want to save here?
Oh, we can save here.
Oh, how about you do the poem?
Okay. Who should I go after?
Go for Natsuki still, because that's what you said.
Okay, bouncy.
Bouncy!
Summer.
Summer!
Chocolate.
Chocolate!
Holiday.
Holiday!
You should click
Fireflies.
that. You didn't click the weird word.
Oh, what was it?
There was a really weird word. You should have clicked it.
No, I should have. I didn't even notice it.
Silly!
Silly. Fluffy.
Fluffy!
Laugh.
Laugh!
Heaven sent. Oh.
Reference son. Choose this one just because.
Kawaii.
Kawaii!
Sorry, I had to.
Candy.
Candy!
Choose the weird word. Do it. Just right here. Just click right there. You're welcome.
Thank you. Sugar.
Sugar!
Anime.
Anime!
Skirt.
Skirt!
I'm on my last. I'm going quick.
Love.
Love!
Shrimp cook in like 2 minutes.
Valentine.
Valentine!
Okay, is this for you or for one of us?
That's one.
Cheer.
Cheer!
I got you coconut.
Charm.
Charm!
I got you
Strawberry.
Strawberry!
a bunch of them. They're in the garage.
It's already saving here.
Yeah, if you want to.
They were having queso.
Do we have to hit save? Or did you
Yeah.
just hit save?
I'll save. You want to go for a bit more? You're done.
Whatever you would like to do. It's up to you.
We can go for a little bit.
Okay, another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more
Actually,
comfortable.
no. How about we done?
Okay.
And then we can do a longer one, like
That's great.
Wednesday or something.
No, let's do it. We'll do it Wednesday or Thursday. That's just fine.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Let's see what happens.
Oh, this got added to the game.
I hate this. I can't do anything. Nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really, really easy to kill myself right now, but that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard?
Yeah.
Because the game doesn't let me. I would go after Monika.
Alright, yeah. Alright. Well, that's the end of the stream. We'll do a longer one next time. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Have a good day.